How's it going? This is Jordan Conradson with the Gateway Pundit. I'm here with Arizona Senate President Fann. So you, Senator Sonny Borrelli, Senator Wendy Rogers, Senator Peterson, you all say that this settlement with the county yesterday was a win. A lot of people think otherwise. Can you explain how it's a win?
Yeah, it's a huge win for us. So remember, we have been for months trying to get the access to the routers and the Splunk logs and a few of the other things. We were successful getting some of the stuff on the subpoena, but they've been holding these out for months. And the reason why we need it is we need the data from them. We need the information so we can finish the audit. Luckily, we tried to work with them, but Senator Borrelli filed a 1487 a few weeks ago. Our Attorney General, Mark Brnovich, he rendered an opinion that said that we are in the right, and we do, and that he also believes that the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors was in violation of Statute 1487 and gave him a deadline to turn everything over. So a couple of days ago, they reached out to us and said, would you consider talking a settlement with us? And we said, depends on what it is. So they came to us and they said, look, our main concern is we just don't want the auditors actually touching the routers, but we're willing to work with you on that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. So they called and we asked if we would consider settling with them, and we said, let us know what your proposal is. And they came back and they said, we're not comfortable with the auditors or other people, actually touching the routers. So what they had offered is we will appoint a special master who is an official special master who has the credentials and will be independent, and will pick two.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way over to join us in our beautiful outdoor auditorium. We're excited to get ready to start our program.
And the special master will be picking two independent IT professional companies. And what we will do is our auditors and his folks, they will all give the special master all the things that we need, our questions, what we need, where we need it from, and those IT people are going to be the ones that will extrapolate all that information for us. So we will get all that information so we can see if we can get this audit finished. People want the audit finished. We've got to get this done.
So what do you say to those who say this isn't enough? Because the Senate or the auditors are not actually receiving the routers, they're getting access to them now.
So in the question that you just had about, what about the ones that say you aren't really receiving the routers? We don't have to have the routers physically, as long as we can get the information from those routers that we want. We actually offered this a couple of months ago. The auditor said, look, if you're not comfortable bringing the routers to us, we'll come to you at McTech. And your people can be sitting right there, and then we will just be right there next to them, and we can do the same thing. Board of Supervisors refused. This could have been done, again, months ago. But now here we are after court case, after everything else. Now we're finally going to get the information. And then in addition to that, they also said, we'll drop that $2.8 million claim against you. And here's the real sweet thing about it is this is only to settle the 1487. We still have 100% full control and full ability to do anything we want. So if we need something else tomorrow, if we don't think that they're being above board with us, we can issue another subpoena tomorrow and we'll start this all over if we need to. But at least it got them off the dime, and maybe we can actually now get this thing done.
So how was SHDAG chosen? How was SHDAG chosen? Was it jointly?
Love to have you.
John Shadegg was one of the names that were put forward, and yes, we jointly agreed to him. For those of you who may not know John Shadegg, most of us have known him for many decades. He was a congressman for over 15 years. He is an attorney. He took John Kyle's seat. He has been a well-respected man for many decades around here. He's an Arizona guy. We believe that he will be an excellent one. Now, there's been questions about, oh, well, he did some work for Hickman's Farm. You know what? Everybody's done work for everybody around here. And I will tell you that just because he did some stuff representing Hickman Farm a few years ago, doesn't mean that he's not qualified and capable and will be fair and unbiased. He's great. And so we're happy with him.
So what will the joint audit look like? Will Cyber Ninjas have total access and control over what's happening?
I'm not sure what your question is, George.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Republican Party of Maricopa County, we'd like to welcome you to our constitutional celebration. We're very excited to have you here this evening and to have the opportunity to learn more and to remember the principles that are what we need to hold on to protect our nation.
Celebrating the Constitution.
So, what will the joint audit look like visually? How will it be run with Cyber Ninjas, the Keymaster, and the IT experts?
Oh, okay. Well, so
like, what will looking over the shoulder look like?
Well, what will happen is Congressman Shanig, he will pick the IT experts. We will, and we say we, I mean the auditors. That would be Doug Logan and Cotton and Randy Pullen, whomever is involved with that. They will give them all the questions and tell them exactly what we want. There it is. A couple of professional IT experts, and then letting us know who they are and making sure everybody's okay with them. And then Cyber Ninjas, Ben Cotton, everybody that's involved with this, they will give John all of the information that they need, tell us what we need, where we need it from, the backup documentation, if we need screenshots, whatever we need, that's what we'll do. He will give that to the IT people. They will extrapolate all of that information for us and turn that over to us so we can take all of that data and apply it to the audit.
All right. And so will we be able to see if they deleted anything over the past like 9 months?
We should be able to, but what I'm going to tell you, well, the answer is yes. I should rephrase that. Yes, but I can't go into a lot of details right now about what is in the audit report, but there's going to be an entire section on that in the report.
I see. And then, so another thing I heard benefit, it's going to preserve the chain of custody, and it's also going to preserve the evidence. Can you elaborate more on how that's going to help us out?
Yeah, correctly, because that was part of the issue that we had said before was what they were more concerned about is the chain of custody and with those routers to make sure that, you know, and nobody was monkeying with them. That's why we offered months ago to go to them. We said, don't move the routers. In fact, we offered to do the entire audit there. I told the supervisors, let's do this together. Let's do it at your facilities. Don't move the ballots. Keep everything exactly where it is. Let's do this together. And they originally said, that's a great idea, we'll do it. And then they went into an executive session and came out and said, no, we're gonna do our own. And then that's when they picked ProBNB and SLI, who are not forensic auditors. So therefore, we had to go get our own and do our own.
All right, and then another concern I was hearing is that we're not gonna be able to tell if another country, perhaps China, interfered in the election.
That's not necessary, but necessarily true. And those are things I'm not allowed to discuss right now.
Right, I know what you mean. Okay, and then so, was this a compromise for the Senate?
No, it was a big win for the Senate, because not only are we getting all of the data and information we've been looking for the past, 4, 5, 6 months, we get that. They dropped the 2.3 million. And as I said, we still have total control. We still can subpoena everything we want. And remember, when this is all done, we're handing all this over to the Attorney General's office. We will keep our data and we will do whatever we need to pass more laws and to fix the problems we have in election laws. And the Attorney General Mark Brnovich, he's going to be in charge of doing the investigative side to see where people didn't follow the rules, and let him do the criminal side of it.
All right, thank you, President Fann.
You're welcome.